Hi, I'm Prachi Bhardwaj and I welcome you to the 6th episode of the SCC Online Weekly Rewind, where we bring to you all the important legal updates from the week gone by. In a case relating to an alleged phone call between Justice V. Iswaraya, the former acting Chief Justice of the Andhra Pradesh High Court, and S. Ramakrishna, a suspended district municipal magistrate, over the alleged conspiracy to malign the Andhra Pradesh High Court, the Supreme Court has held that there is no need for the inquiry by the former Supreme Court Judge Justice R. V. Ravindran over the veracity of the conversation as directed by the Andhra Pradesh High Court. In an interesting case, the Supreme Court has held that while in case where the breath or blood analyzer test tells that there was no consumption of alcohol by the driver at all, it would not be open for the insurer to claim exclusion. The absence of such test, however, would not bar the insurer from claiming exclusion from liability in case of drunk driving. Adding to the series of important rulings on the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code 2016, the Supreme Court has held that once any resolution plan has been approved by the adjudicating authority under Section 31 Clause 1 of the Code, the claims as provided under such resolution plan will stand frozen and will be binding on the corporate debtor and its employees, members and creditors, including the central government, the state governments and any local authority. Closing the week with yet another important ruling, the Supreme Court has directed the High Courts to issue practice directions to the magistrates to record reasons before converting the summary trials of complaints under Section 138 of Negotiable Instrument Acts to summon trials. Considering the ground realities of the situation prevalent in the state of Maharashtra in the wake of the second wave of COVID-19, the Bombay High Court has directed that the prayers in the mosque during the period of Ramzan cannot be allowed. Delhi High Court has denied bail to a man who led a group of people holding a pistol in his hand and firing open shots during the riots that occurred between the Jafrabad metro station and Mojpur Chowk. While doing so, the court said that the video clippings and the pictures that were produced before the court have shaken the conscience of the court. In a case where certain FIRs were filed against an editor of a newspaper working in the journalism industry for over 13 years, leading to the suspension of his accreditation pending the trial, the Himachal Pradesh High Court has held that if the conduct of an editor of a newspaper is under scanner, the suspension of the accreditation during the pendency of the trial cannot be held to be violative of freedom of press. Taking note of the fact that the people participating in the election campaigns were not following the COVID protocols, which could lead into the spike in the COVID-19 cases, the Calcutta High Court has observed that we are dealing with an extraordinary situation that requires extraordinary measures, and that the administration must ensure that all the COVID protocols are being followed by everyone, including those engaged in the election campaign. In a bizarre case, the Punjab and Haryana High Court has dismissed a petition filed by a woman seeking legal action against Prince Harry for not fulfilling the promise to marry her. While doing so, the High Court remarked that it is a well-known fact that fake IDs are being created on social media every now and then, and there is every possibility that this so-called Prince Harry may be sitting in a cyber cafe of a village in Punjab looking for greener pastures for himself. Delhi's Karkarduma court has granted bail to former JNU student Umar Khalid in the Delhi riots case. Khalid was arrested in October in relation to the violence that broke out near Delhi's Khajuri Khas area. While granting bail, the court observed that the charge sheeting of the applicant on the basis of insignificant material was unwarranted. On 7th of April 2021, the Insurance Regulatory and Development Authority of India published the Insurance Advertisement and Disclosure Regulations 2021 with the objective to 1. Ensure that the insurers, intermediaries and the insurance intermediaries adopt fair, honest and transparent practices while issuing advertisements and avoid practices that tend to impair the confidence of the public. And 2. To ensure that the advertisement is relevant, fair and in simple language enabling informed decision. The Insolvency and Bankruptcy Board of India has notified the Pre-Packaged Insolvency Resolution Process Regulations 2021. The regulations provide the operationalization of the pre-pack process, its initiation, the cost, and the termination for MSMEs. It also provides for various operational aspects ranging from the eligibility of the resolution professionals to the invitation and submission of the resolution plans for the stressed MSMEs. On 13th of April 2021, the central government has approved a significant streamlining and fast-tracking of regulatory system for COVID-19 vaccines approved for restricted use by the US FDA, EMA, UK MHRA, PDMA Japan, and those which are listed under the WHO's emergency use listing. As the nation witnesses the second wave of COVID-19, the states have started taking measures to tackle the horrifying and sudden surge in the cases. Delhi, Maharashtra, Rajasthan, Chandigarh, etc. have imposed restrictions such as night and weekend curfews. You can read the detailed guidelines from all the states on the SCC online blog. That is all from this week. Stay tuned to our channel for more such updates.